guys, this is Rose from Yoga for All with Rose. Um, it's super cool to be here. It is really cool to do my first ever live stream. This is a beautiful learning experience for me as I am trying to figure my way through the technological world. Um, I hope you all can hear me fine. Um, just a couple notes. So, as a general rule, if you experience pain, please ease away from what you are doing. I am guiding you through a practice, but in the receiving end, it is very important that you listen to the messages your body is giving you and respect those messages as it is your body, your yoga. It is absolutely desirable that your yoga looks different from my yoga. So, yeah, and also just the fact that by participating, you agree to do so at your own risk, knowing that all exercise carries the potential for injury. But thank you for being here. This is very exciting. Just 1 second. I'm going to zoom off, close one door, and then I'll be with you. Great. I have two dogs who sometimes want to bust in, and I realized that I had not closed the door for them. So, hey, thank you for being here. This is very, very exciting. I would like us to do a gentle flow that is about 60 minutes long. And we will start upright. We will work down to the mat. And in the end, I wish to do a Shavasana with you. So, final resting pose where we do lie down on the floor to sort of integrate the practice that we've done. So, yeah, let's get started. I'm going to be moving on and off my mat, so I'll try to change my orientation so it's easier for you to see me. But feel free to set your mat so that you have space and you can move freely. Um, as always, mats are optional. The only thing that I want to remind you is that when we are on our knees, make sure that you have some kind of padding for your knees. So the padding could look like an extra, this is a little mat, like I think it's a kitchen mat that I sometimes use as a padding for my knees. I do have a carpet and my yoga mat on top of it. So my situation here is very soft for myself. But I do want to remind you that if you feel any discomfort under your knees, make sure you have something available for yourself so that you can put it under your knees so that that discomfort does not bother your practice. All right, we're going to start standing up and find your mountain pose. So your feet are under your hips are on top of your ankles, your ribs are on top of your hips, and your shoulders are allowed to open nice and wide. And your head is reaching for the sky, and you tip your chin gently towards your chest. Almost like it's more of an idea than actual action, but so that you let the back of the head grow tall and reach up. And from this position, let's shift our weight to our toes and then to our heels, maybe lifting up those toes a little bit, going forward and back, forward. One more time to the back, and then find the middle where it is that your weight is not in the front, not in the back. Now, same thing, shift your weight to the right And then to the left, to the right, to the left, and find the midway where you are standing on your both feet equally. Beautiful. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, you may close your eyes and follow the directions that I'm going to give you with my voice. Alternatively, you can just gaze down a little bit and turn your gaze inwards. So instead of receiving information from the outside, you sort of stay with your physical experience in this moment. And let your arms just hang by your sides. And with your next inhale, we are going to time our inhale so that at the end of the inhale, our arms come all the way up. And then with the exhale, the length of the exhale, the arms are floating down. Inhaling the arms up. If your inhale is very fast in this moment, then the arms go up a little bit faster. Kind of timing yourself with the arms. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling the arms down. Now let's work with just our right arm. So right arm comes all the way up with the inhale. Exhale brings it down. Now the left arm, inhaling the left arm up and really feel the space for your lungs to expand on the side. Exhaling the arm down. Let's do the right arm again. Really feel your lungs expanding as you inhale. Exhale softens everything towards your center. Left arm inhale. Exhale the arm down. Now let's do both arms and really feel your chest expanding sideways. Inhaling your arms up, feeling the ribs reach to the sides. And exhaling, softening everything, floating the arms down. One more time. Inhaling, expanding to the sides. And exhaling, bringing the arms down. Beautiful. Let's do one little sequence where you can employ lifting your heels a little bit. I'm turning sideways so you can see me maybe better. Inhale your arms up and let your heels float up a little bit as well. So we're balancing on our toes. I'm not going very far. I'm bringing my hands together, interlacing them, and then I'm going to bring my heels down and the palm of my hand up. So like a two-way stretch for my whole body. Now I'm going to inhale, lift up my heels, keep my arms where they are, and then I'm going to exhale the whole shebang down. One more time. Inhaling the arms up with the heels, interlacing the fingers, heels down, hands up. Inhale, float the heels up. Exhaling, bringing the whole thing down. One more time, just to get through that passage. Inhaling, heels floating up. Exhaling, heels down, palms up. Inhaling, coming up with your heels. Exhaling, slowly floating down. Nice, that was wonderful. Step to the top of your mat, please. We're going to find a mountain pose here again, so everything just stacks nicely above itself. Standing straight, and straight means we have curves in our spine. And then place your hands on your hips. It could almost be on your lower belly. Now inhale, pull in your navel and lift it up a little bit. And exhale, sit on a chair behind you. Invisible little chair you try to reach. Now stay here, your hands on your hips in your chair. Keep pulling in the navel and up. I have a big sun right on my eye. The option to extend your arms overhead, or maybe they stay in front of you horizontal, wherever. Now bring your hands to your hips and really feel that deep hip crease. And from here, we're going to inhale one more time and exhale, fold you forward. Let go of the arms. Maybe they reach to the floor. Maybe they're on your legs. Let go of your head. First forward fold of the morning, maybe. So really bend your knees. There's no point trying to extend them at this point. We'll get there later on. Just hanging there in your forward fold. Now place your hands on the mat. Maybe you need to bend your knees a little bit more and step to your plank pose. So plank pose. Hand under my shoulders. And I'm on my tippy toes, heels are up, and there's a long line from my heels to the top of my head. Tuck your chin gently. Now, inhale, hold on to your center line and dip your knees down, back to plank. Dip your knees down, back to plank. One more time, creating a little bit of heat here. Dip to plank. Now knees down and come to your tabletop. I need to pull my hands back a little bit so that my wrist is under my shoulder, knees under my hip. From here, let's do a couple rounds of cat and cow. So inhale to prepare. And let's start with our cat. So exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, tuck your tailbone under and round your back. Now inhale, tilt the pelvis the other way and open your heart. Exhale, round your back, chin to the chest. Inhale, open your heart. One more time. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Inhaling, finding an arch, opening the heart. And then come back to neutral. From the neutral, tuck your toes under, please. And here, we're going to push into our hands and we're going to hover the knees a little bit. Just hover. Holding on, pull your navel in and up. Push into your hands. Have an even weight distributed between your two hands and 2 feet. Now step to your plank. Shift your weight from one hand to the other and start walking your hands towards your feet. Now bend your knees as much as you need. I'm walking myself a little bit forward so I stay on the mat. And find your forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. Now bend your knees generously and with an inhale, come to your chair pose. Chair here, deep, lovely in the hip crease. Maybe extending the arms. Maybe they are horizontal or maybe they just simply stay here on our hips. From here, inhale and with an exhale, push into your feet and just come to your mountain pose. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, arms down. Inhale, hands on the hips. Pull the navel up. Exhale, sit on your chair. Now, maybe the arms are extended, maybe they are not. Now, from here, we are going to forward fold. So inhale, pull the navel in even further and fold forward. Bend your knees generously again. I think that's a lovely offering this time of the day, especially if it's morning for you. Now gently start walking forward with your arms and find your plank pose again. We're going to do our kneecap drops or hovers again. So find your plank, find your strong core. Inhale, and with an exhale, soften the knees down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, soften. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, soften. One more time. Inhale, straighten. Push into those hands. And exhale, bring your knees down and find your tabletop again. Now we're going to inhale and we're going to do a dynamic cat and cow, slightly different with a little bit of movement. So inhaling to prepare. And in your cat, as you round your spine, you're going to shift your weight towards your heels, towards child's pose. Maybe you don't go all the way there. Inhale, shift the weight forward, open your heart and shift your weight towards your hands. Exhaling, rounding, reaching towards the back. Inhaling, moving forward, opening the heart. Exhaling, rounding back, maybe going a little deeper. Inhaling, shifting forward, opening the heart. Keep your back of your neck long so you don't collapse. One more time, pushing to those hands as you go towards the heels. Inhale, come back through the tabletop, opening the heart like your heart is opening through the arms. And come back to center, to your neutral. Tuck those toes under again and hover the knees. Same place as we were last time. So really splay those fingers, push into those fingers. Feel the weight between your feet and your hands, building up a little bit of heat. Now shift your weight towards your heels. Lovely. Shift your weight towards your hands. One more time. Shift your weight towards your heels. And now very slowly creeping your tail up towards the sky. So we're in a kind of a gentle down dog, if you will. My heels are coming up. My legs are not straight. That's okay. But I am really trying to push into my hands as evenly as I am pushing down to my feet. And I'm thinking about pushing my shoulder blades down towards my pelvis and then opening them to the sides so that my ears have a lot of space with my neck. And from here, gently start walking your dog and make your dog walk forward so that your feet start walking towards your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need and come to the top of the mat. And let's do another ragdoll hold. Here we are in our forward fold. And now if it feels comfortable for you, you may hold on to your elbows and just hang there. And if that's not for you, you might just even place your hands behind your lower back, palms facing up, creating that internal rotation in the upper arm that helps you relax and drop into the pose. And then let go of your arms, bend your knees generously, and come to your chair. Again, pulling the navel in and up, supporting the back. Hands are where they want to go. And from here, inhale, push into those feet, straighten your spine, and come upright. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling the arms down. Beautiful. Place your hands on your heart. Pray your hands. You may close your eyes for a moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Feeling any changes in your energy, in your physical body, in your emotional body. And then gently just float those arms down. Now, let's move on. So shift your weight to your right foot. Lift up. And actually, let's put our hands on our hips again. It's kind of a good guide. Bring your left knee up. I'm flexing my toes because it's habit. Yours might look different. You might shake it a little bit. However, so that you feel that that knee is strong, hips are even, both facing forward. Now start tracing the center line with your heel and shift the foot back and step to your high lunge. You can turn so that you can see this from this angle. My feet are about hip width apart. That's where is my happy place. My kneecap is right above my ankle and my knee is going directly forward. My kneecap is shooting directly forward. Now coming up, and maybe the back knee is bent a little bit. It does not have to be straight immediately. So here we are. Finding it's about a 90-degree angle here. It might be higher if that's not available to you. We're going to breathe the arms up. And now I'm going to tilt, kind of hover forward, bring my arms to the sides, and we feel a long diagonal reach from my back heel to the top of my head, pulling in the belly, supporting the spine here, just holding this hover for a moment, and then inhaling the arms up, and exhale, place your right arm on your right hip. Inhaling, reach the left arm up, and exhale a little side body bend to the right. I'm turning again so you can maybe see me. This is not a very deep bend. Hold on to your core, support your back, drop your shoulders, give your neck some space. Inhale, come up, and exhale, come to your runner's lunge. Moving here again, finding your fingers on the mat. Now lower your left knee down, the top of the foot down, and come to your low lunge. Inhale your arms up. Push into the top of your left foot. If you still have some sensitivity on your knee, make sure to use something padding under it. Inhaling up, exhaling, bring your right hand to your hip again. Inhaling, reaching up tall, and now do the side bend again. The expression of it is not very large, it's more length. Thinking to reach far with my fingers, connecting to the earth on the left knee, pushing into the top of the left knee. Inhaling up, back to the center. Exhaling, bring your hands to your hips. Now we're going to go for our half split. So bending at the hips, tilting my nose forward, I am extending my front leg and lifting those toes up to the sky. Bend the knee, extend the knee, bend the knee, extend the knee. One more time, bending the knee, trying to get deeper into the hip, and then forward fold, whatever is available for you. Keep activating the top of your thigh and really lift up that kneecap so that this activation allows this to lengthen. From here, bend into the front knee and find your low lunge again. Hands at the prayer. We're going to do, this is a very small twist that works your center line. So inhaling, filling the lungs. Exhale, twist towards the right knee, the right corner of your mat. Not a very big movement. Inhaling back to center. I'm going to turn so you can see it from a different angle. Inhaling, exhaling, small twist. Closing your ribs, emptying lungs. Inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come to the center. One more time. Exhaling a little twist. Inhale to the center. And now exhale, frame the foot again. We're going to tuck the toes under. Lift up the knee. We're back in the runner's lunge. Sometimes it's nice to have those spider fingers, just the tips of your fingers on the floor. And we're going to do a big step forward. So shift your weight to your right foot. Step the left to meet the right. And forward fold. Hang there. Note that maybe your hamstrings are feeling a little bit more open at this point. Maybe not. Maybe we still bend them. All are great options. Inhale and exhale, and then just gently bend into those knees. And now push into your hands as you roll up. Your head comes up last. One vertebrae at a time, reaching the standing mountain pose. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling the arms down. Shift your weight to the left. Dangle your knee. Lift up the right. Feel how you feel. We're also doing a little bit of balancing here, which is really good. Now, maybe the hands are on your hips and you start tracing the center line of your body and move it towards the back of the space. And here we go. Step it down to your high lunge. Feel where your hips are. Make sure you might even like look a little bit around what is happening where you feel sturdy. I like the hip width apart because it gives me more of stability, if you will. Even weight distributed between the two legs. Knee on top of the ankle. Kneecap directly forward, not in, not out, directly forward. Back knee, maybe a little bent, maybe straight, wherever you are comfortable. More think weight on two legs, okay? Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, bring the left hand to your hip. Inhale, reach up and little side bend to the left. Feeling the length, really trying to pull the fingers away from your pelvis. Your shoulders are down and towards the sides. Lots of space for your neck. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come to your runner's lunge. Bring your right knee down, right top of the foot down, and come up to your low lunge. The first low lunge is great if it's a little higher up, no problem. Inhale, come up with your arms, left arm floats down. Inhale, reaches up, and the same side bend, little bit. Connect to your core, pull your navel in and up to support your spine. Pushing into the top of the right foot. Easing the pressure off the knee that way. Always an option to put something under your knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands on your hips. Straighten the front leg, lift up the toes, and shift forward with your torso. I'm doing a little bit of wiggling, so I'm releasing everything on the top part. Now bend your knee, straighten your knee. Bend your knee, straighten your knee. Bend your knee, straighten your knee. Let's do one more for good measure. And here, option to fold forward or just hang where you are. Make sure to engage the thigh. Make sure to lift up the kneecap as you are flexing the toes towards the sky. And extending the back of that left leg in our half split. Now inhale, bend into the front knee and come back to your low lunge. Find your hands at the prayer in front of your heart. We're going to inhale, fill the lungs. Exhale, twist to the left knee. Inhaling, coming up. Very slow, small movement. Exhaling, twisting to the left corner. Inhaling up. Exhaling, twisting, closing the ribs. Inhaling, finding length on the side body. Exhaling, feeling the air come out as we twist. Inhale, come to center, frame your foot. Maybe you're up on your spider fingers, tuck toes under, come to your runner's lunge. We're going to step forward to a forward fold. So prepare to shift your weight to the left and step your right to meet the left in hip width apart and hang there. Maybe we're doing some movement first. I like to lift my heels up a little bit. It might look different for you. And hang, letting go of your head, bringing the chin to the chest a little bit, maybe opening the jaw so that you don't carry any tension in your jaw. From here, gently bend your knees, then bend them some more, push into your feet and start rolling up, all the way up, coming up to standing. Head comes up last. Inhaling the arms up, maybe looking up. Bring your hands to heart center. Maybe closing your eyes for a moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Very good. Now I'm checking our time so that we are getting everything done I wanted. So at the top of your mat, just do this for me. Lift up your toes and then splay them on the floor. Long toes, really like little suction cups settling into the floor so you have a better grip with them. And now inhale, pull in your belly, in and up, and sit down in your chair. Beautiful. From the chair, keep pulling in your center line. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to do a halfway lift. Look up, maybe bending those knees a little bit, not too far. And forward fold. Now step to your plank. Find your plank. Strong plank, splayed fingers, large hands. Again, you can even splay those toes under you a little bit to get a better hold onto the floor. Pull in your navel. And think about it lifting up as well. Beautiful. Come to your forearm plank. Forearms down, fingers forward, pushing into the floor, holding onto the core. And a couple breaths here, thinking length through the heels to the back of the head again. And then gently lower yourself on your belly. Keep the arms where they are and come up to your Sphinx. I'm opening my feet as wide as my mat. I'm engaging my kneecaps, so I'm lifting them off the floor. And my shoulders have the elbows directly under them. Now, do not let your neck collapse all the way. Think about tucking the chin down and lengthening through the neck. Opening the heart. Opening the heart. And opening the heart. Now gently place yourself all the way down. Now let the legs be where they were. Knees engaged. Tops of the feet down. And find your spider fingers on both sides of your mat. So it maybe looks like a little bit like cactus arms. Just going to show you. So there's like a 90-degree bend, but it's not really that important here. More that you have a little bit of a hold, could be even wider. You can totally play with this. We're going to inhale. And as you inhale, you are going to peel your heart up just a little bit. Exhale, bring your heart and maybe forehead down. Inhaling, lifting the heart up, tucking the chin down. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, lift up the heart. Exhaling down. Beautiful. Extend your right arm. I need to move a little bit. And extend your left arm so that your arms are like in a V. My feet are as wide or a little bit wider than the mat. And we're going to do a little bit of diagonal lifts. So as I inhale, I lift my right hand, left foot. Exhaling down. Inhale, lift up your left hand and the opposing foot. Bring them down. Inhale, floats the right, left up. Exhale it down. Inhale, floats the left, right up. Float it down. One more time, both sides. Thinking about lengthening the fingers and the toes away from your body. Bring them down. Inhaling far away from your center and bring it down. Now, I would like to try to do a half locust, half bow. So keep your left side extended. Bend your right knee. Couple options. So hold on to the foot from the inside, if that is available to you. If that is not available to you, keep your hand on the side. And from here, we're going to lift everything up. Inhaling, lifting up, reaching far. If you hold on to the foot, you stay there and just exhale there. feeling a little bit of a shoulder opening. If you're in a locust, turn your thumb up so you still get that external rotation in your shoulder. Inhale, place everything down to the floor, extending the right arm to that diagonal. And now we're going to bend the left knee, maybe holding on from the inside. So I like to find my arch and then hold on to it, but you're welcome to hold on anything that is available to you. Or alternative, arm down. We're going to inhale everything up. Just hold it there. Tuck your chin down gently. Think about reaching away from your center line. Again, if you're not holding onto your foot, open that thumb up and think about reaching behind you. And then gently come down to the floor. Place one hand over another, forehead on the floor. Bend your knees and do a little windshield wiper on your belly, letting the heels go to one side and then to the other, giving our pelvis a little bit of side to side rocking. Neutralize any back bending here. And then just gently extend those legs. And here, I'm going to keep my left cheek onto my hands, but you're welcome to rest your forearm on your hands. Now tuck your toes under, and we're going to do a little bit of a very small knee strengthening thing. So toes are tucked under, and now I'm going to inhale and I'm going to lift my knees off the floor. It's a very small movement. Do not overextend your knees if you have that flexibility or mobility. And exhaling, gently bringing the knees down. So this is another version of that kneecap drop we've been doing. Then extending those knees. Lifting up, thinking about pushing into your heels, activating the quads. Bring your knees down again. And one last third time, lifting up the knees, activating the quads, shooting energy out through your heels, and gently place those knees back down. Now we're going to do one chest opening exercise, and for that I want us to move sideways a little. I'm moving sideways a little bit. So extend your right hand to the side. It's about 90-degree angle, like it is a cactus arm. Bring your left arm under your shoulder. Bring your legs together behind you, and we're going to push to our left hand. Come to our side body. This is where I need to move quite a bit. Come to our side body. And if it feels comfortable for you, you may place your right ear down and feel that lovely chest opening. Option to bend your knees, bring them closer to your body. Option also to experiment with the angle of this arm. So what we're going for is a nice shoulder stretch that is not too far. From here, push into your left hand and come back to your belly. Extend your left arm to the side, right hand under you, feet together. Push into your right hand, come to your side, and maybe placing the left ear down, maybe bending those knees, maybe not, and experimenting with the angle of the arm. Just letting that chest open a little bit, melting to the floor, surrendering, letting go of everything that does not serve you in this moment. And from there, gently coming back to your belly, bring your hands under your shoulders and push into your tabletop. Here in the tabletop, we're going to do one more heart opening. So step your hands toward the top of your mat. And then gently melt your heart down. Notice how my hips are still over my knees. Maybe your forehead comes to the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Just think about pushing into those hands, actively pushing down and actively melting your heart. With your next exhale, gently push into your hands. Bring your hands right under you. Find your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees. Shift your weight to the back. And extend your tail to the sky. We're going to do a little bit of a flow here. So find your downward facing dog. If you want to pedal your dog, walk the dog, do so. And then find stillness. Splay your fingers open. Think about your eyes of your arms, eyes of your elbows turning towards the front top of your mat. Now, floating the right heel up to a three-legged dog. Feel the earth through your 1 foot and 2 hands. Bring that knee towards your chest and shift your weight forward. Place the foot down into a runner's lunge. Come to your spider fingers. Feel the weight on 2 legs. Inhaling the arms up. Change of level. Exhale the arms down. Frame the foot. Place the weight on your hands and push into your three-legged dog again. Back to 3 points on the ground. Float the leg down. Left side. Inhaling, floating the left heel up. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Step towards your feet. Your hands. Come up to your high lunge. 2 feet on the ground, evenly weight distributed. Exhale, frame the foot. Shift your weight to your hands and ease the foot back to a three-legged dog. Float the leg down. Let's do that one more time, a little bit more flowier. Inhaling, three-legged dog. Exhale, step to your runner's lunge. Inhaling up to your crescent lunge. Exhaling back to the runner's lunge. Inhaling, shifting weight to the hands, pushing into the hands as the three-legged dog comes down with an exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog with the left. Exhale, step through close to your left thumb. Inhaling up to your high lunge. Exhaling down, frame that foot. Inhale, push into your hands and to the three-legged dog. Exhale, float your leg down. Beautiful. In your down dog, come up to your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Look at your thumbs and walk or hop to your hands. You could just bounce off if that's in your practice, or if you've never done that before, just step one leg at a time, slowly, as this is a wonderful dynamic stretch as well, to the top of your mat to meet your hands. Forward fold, hang your head. And now let's do this one experiment before we head forward. So place one hand on the back of your head and one head on top of your head. And let's do a halfway lift here. Inhale, bend your knees a little bit. Feel your head moving up. Exhale, come down. Feel the weight of your head. It's about 10 pounds, y'all. It's a heavy weight that really works with gravity in a forward fold. So let's do that again. Inhale, lifting up the head, feeling the weight of the head in your hands, and exhaling, floating it down. Now let go of your hands. Bending to your knees generously, and we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to a standing pose. Head comes up last. Inhaling the arms up, feeling the lungs expand. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Beautiful. Let's start winding down. Step sideways on your mat. So lengthwise, wide straddle, toes forward, everything calm. Bring the backs of your hands to your lower back. Might even rub where it's comfortable. Now, as you do so, feel the internal rotation of your upper arm. We're going to do a chest opening and two options. Option to interlace your fingers. If that is not available to you, I'm going to show the first variation. So here, I am gently bringing my elbows to the sides a little bit and my hands come to the sides. And now I'm going to open my thumbs to the back, reaching my thumbs to the back, opening my heart, trying to move my arms a little bit behind my shoulder line. So we're creating an external rotation in the chest, letting all this open. Option 2, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Shoulders are still turned. The upper arm is still turned in. Turn out your upper arm as you extend the arms. Two options. We're not going to forward fold or anything here. We're just going to hold here for a moment, opening the chest. Close your ribs. Tuck your chin down. Long body. Maybe arms reaching back, maybe not. And gently let go. Wiggle those arms a little bit. Then find your hands on your hips. Pull your navel in and up. With a long back and an inhale, we're going to bend at the hips. Come to your forward fold with wide legs. Place your hands on the floor. Or option to hold on to your legs. Letting go of the head wherever you are invited to be. Listen to the messages of your body. Now lift up your kneecaps. Again, the activation of the front of the leg allows the lengthening of the back of the leg. Hanging here for a moment. And then step your hands forward. So I'm kind of, I don't know, maybe a foot in front of my feet. And now bend your knees. Heel toe your legs towards your pelvis. And we're going to sit down in our yogi squat. So heels in, toes out, sitting down to your yogi squat. Find movement before stillness. It's a deep hip flexion. I need to have my feet quite wide because I don't have that mobility in my ankle. But then pull in your core, pull your pelvic floor muscles, support your whole lower region by pulling them up gently. My elbows are pushing into my knees so that they are going over my toes. And then gently place your hands on the floor, shift weight to them, and let's sit down on our mat. Lovely. Legs in front of you, maybe shake them a little bit. Bend your right knee. Step it over the left. Flex the left toes. Hand, opposing hand, my left hand on my knee. Extend your arm behind you and find that internal rotation. So my thumb wants to move to the back of my mat. Now open, find the external rotation in your hand, like you're going to shake hello with someone. Connect the fingers together and reach the hand behind you. Pull in and up your navel to reach a tall spine, but we're not going to dump weight on our hand in the back. So just really the tips of the finger touching down as you look behind your right or over to your right shoulder. Keep flexing the left toes. Inhaling, exhale brings you back. Switch the arms, right hand on your knee. Open the other hand behind you and look over your left shoulder in a counter twist. Come back to the center. Place that right foot to the inside of your inner thigh, alternative to the shin. Inhale, think long, reach arms up long. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down. Now bend the knee of your left foot, left leg. Extend the knee. One more time. Bend the knee. Find even more depth in your hip crease. And then with that knee bent, fold forward deeper. Lean forward. My belly is glued to my thigh and I find my forward fold here. Let go of your head if you wish. Round down all the way if you wish. If you wish to work with a straight spine, that is well as well. Exhaling, roll up. Let your hands assist you. Bring your right knee in. Extend the legs. Maybe shake them a little. And then bring the left up. Flex the right toes. Left foot across. Right hand on my left knee, finding the internal rotation. My pinky is up. Now turn open, thumb towards the back. Look, open it behind you and look over to your left shoulder. A little seated twist with an external rotation in your upper arm. Exhale, come back to center, switch arms, internal, external rotation, and just gently looking behind your right shoulder and come back to center. Take your left foot, place it on the upper thigh or down further down the road. Both are great options. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling, reaching forward with your heart, bringing the arms down. Bend the right knee. Extend the right knee. Bend the right knee. Now with that bend, really try to pull yourself into that hip crease and then gently start extending it as you fold deeper. Maybe you have a rounded spine. Maybe you have a straight spine. Yogi's choice. And from here, exhale brings you up. Let your hands walk you up. Bring the other leg in. Right as well. Shift your weight towards your back. Extend one foot, then the other. I like flexing my toes. Find your boat. You can rock your boat. If your boat rocks, that's a-okay. That's actually really fun. Now, if it's available to you, you may extend the arms. If it's available to you, you may extend the legs or not. And then gently find your low boat. Hover for a moment. Bring your heels together, big toes to touch, and then gently lay all the way down on your mat. Now on your mat, gently bring both knees to your chest. Give them a nice hug. Maybe your hands are under your knees or maybe they are over your knees. Just gently hugging and let's rock side to side, giving our lower back a little bit of a break here. And then come to the center. Extend your arms out to a T or a cactus, whatever feels inviting to you. And let your feet fall to your right side in a supine twist. Maybe the left shoulder stays on the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Feeling a nice supine twist. Do any adjustment that feels comfortable for you. Your gaze might be toward your right hand. Your gaze might be to the sky or even to your gaze could be to your left hand, which is the opposite side, but it also could be towards your knees to the right hand. Find what feels inviting to you. And then gently with the next exhale, just come to your knees up, feeling the pelvis on the floor, feeling the legs bent, arms on the sides. Pick up one knee, pick up other knee. Knees are back to your chest. And now let the knees fall to the left, opening, maybe placing the left hand on your right knee if that feels inviting, or just letting your arms to be in a T. Play with the position of your head. Maybe you look at the right arm, creating a little bit more of a twist in the cervical spine. Or maybe you just gaze at the top, or even discover looking towards the knees. Surrendering to the floor. On your next exhale, gently come back to your knees on the floor. Your feet on the floor, knees up. Now, we are going to have a little moment of Shavasana, and I want to make sure that you have some options for our final resting pose. Let me move me just a little bit so that you can see me. Hopefully you can see me. So as you are on the floor, just option one is your traditional Shavasana, letting your legs extend open, letting the toes open towards the sides, taking some space, opening your arms a little bit away from your body, and just finding stillness in this pose. However, I would like to introduce the idea of constructed rest for you. So, bending your knees, find your heels as wide as your mat, and let your knees come gently in. You might feel if moving the feet toward the top of the mat or towards your pelvis feels better, kind of finding that what is the best place for you. Your hands might be resting on your rib cage, on your belly, or they might be out as well. Another option here is that you extend your arms open, like a little bit of a Y, but just gently letting the shoulders soften. So I'm not trying to stretch my arms open. This is also a lovely chest opening. But if it's too much and it does not invite you to be part of that experience, feel free to have your hands on the sides, on the belly, wherever it feels comfortable. As you rest there, let your mind the permission to do nothing. Just keep receiving the messages from your body. Feeling any sensations in your physical body, in your energetic body, in your mental body. And the point of this final resting pose is to integrate the practice we have done together, giving your body and your mind and your energetic body time to digest what we just did. And let's stay in the stillness for a moment, closing your eyes. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, turn your gaze inwards, like you're trying to see everything in your body, inside your body. Feeling the contact points to the floor, melting the contact points to the floor, softening, surrendering, nothing else to do but to let go. The sound of bells will bring you back after a few moments. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, send a little bit of movement to your fingers and to your toes. Wiggle them a little bit. Maybe your head gently rolls one side and then to the other, but let it be a very small movement. When you feel ready, turn to whichever side you choose and find your fetal pose, lying on your side. Take a deep breath of gratitude and let the exhale melt you to the floor even further. And let your hands assist you come to a seated position. Your comfortable seated position, any way it looks, where your spine can be long. Bring your hands to your heart in any way you wish. Gently look down. Take a moment to appreciate this time you've spent with your body on your mat, the wonderful form of self care, of listening to your body, working through your body, the energetic, emotional, physical aspects of your body. Take a deep breath in, bow your head down in gratitude. I thank you for your time and energy. This was an honor for me. I ask you to let your light shine bright and be kind to the people around you. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you guys. This was an honor. I hope to see you on your mat again next Tuesday. If you have um, any ideas, feedback, or comments to me, please feel to email me at yogaforall with Rose at gmail.com, or you can also comment on my YouTube channel. I'm very excited about this opportunity. Um, I really wish to bring the joy of movement, the joy of self care through yoga and movement to as many people as possible in this challenging time. I wish you well. Have a wonderful rest of your day.